Hey guys, it's Essentially Meg, and I'm going to talk to you about researching for your destination wedding. So your primary source is going to be your resort's website. Most resorts have a weddings tab at this point, so it's a pretty easy place to go for your first bits of information. Usually there's a contact information for the wedding coordinator on site there. Contact that wedding coordinator if you don't find enough information about pricing, testimonials, photos, and setups of past events. On mine in particular, I was able to find a whole downloadable packet about all the different options they provide and what is included in each of the options, as well as a little bit of pricing information, but each resort can be different. Hi, Quincy. Hi, Quincy. Come here. You being a good boy? You being a good boy? Hello. Okay. Thank you. Good boy. Go to Kyle. I've learned so much and gotten so many good ideas about what to do with my destination wedding from the Facebook group. Now, I knew that my package includes a cocktail hour, which is usually scheduled between the ceremony and the reception so that people who aren't in pictures have something to do while you're off taking care of those. But on an all-inclusive resort, it doesn't really make sense to schedule something that you're not even going to be able to enjoy. Your guests can go to any bar. I decided to move my cocktail hour to after the end of the reception, which is only a few hours, so that I can extend the day a little bit and get some late-night snacks. In these groups, people often post reviews, including prices sometimes, so you have a better idea of what to expect. People post pictures of their weddings, so you get a realistic idea of what everything looks like. And it's a great place to ask questions, especially if your wedding coordinator is a little slow to respond. Now, on-site wedding coordinators can be a little slow to respond because they're taking care of up to 2 weddings a day, maybe 3, depending on the size of your resort. And the closer you get to your day, the more of a priority you're going to be. So me being, like a year and a half away from my wedding, I'm not exactly top priority right now. I'm still getting answers, but it's taking a little longer than maybe just checking some posts from a Facebook group of people who've done this before. Do you have anybody in your friends or family who have had a destination wedding, especially in the climate that you're having it? My dad and stepmom had a destination wedding in 2012, and I helped with some of the planning. So I listened when they said, I wish that we had done this. Like, they wish that they had stayed longer. They wish they had more time with their guests, because we were all only there for 4 days. And they didn't realize that they had to spend a lot of that first day just confirming everything with that on-site coordinator. They ended up feeling rushed. So I'm taking that to heart, and we're going to arrive earlier than the rest of our guests so that we give ourselves plenty of time to go through all of those planning meetings with the coordinator and get ourselves a little bit acclimated to the area before everybody arrives. I mean, the other obvious source is Pinterest. It's a great place to find ideas about smaller parts of your wedding, like welcome bags or invitations or destination wedding tips in general. Ideas for photography, like how you want to pose. And last but not least is books. If your destination wedding, don't discount just regular wedding planning books. They have a wealth of information that can apply to you anyway. This is one that I've used so far. It's the Little White Book of Wedding Planning Wisdom from Nicole Frail. And from engagement to honeymoon, this little book will provide you with all the basics to start planning your dream wedding. It really breaks it down chapter by chapter, and it takes you on a timeline from start to finish of how to plan your wedding. And the other book that I like is just a planning journal. Something for me to keep track of my notes and the things that I've done on certain days, who I've contacted. And I mean, I haven't even started to fill this thing up, but it's going to be a nice little log of my wedding planning activities. So my advice is find as many sources as you can. Compile all that information, get rid of what doesn't matter to you, and treat it a little bit like it's a research paper. Like, you don't want to just go with one source. You want to try and find as much information as possible so that you can have a strong case for your dream wedding. I'll put links to everything I talk about in the description below, and I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And the question of the day is, what is your favorite piece of wedding advice you've ever been given? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!